Hello everyone, my name is Vicente Madrid and I'm a student of the Bilingual Primary Education degree in the University of Murcia. And today I'm going to present my final exam of Resources in Education and ICT. The name of the activity is Exploring the Beauty of Nature, whose main objective is to help students understand and appreciate the wonders of nature through a technology-enhanced assignment. It is designed to be carried out in the science subject with 6th graders of primary education. According to ACAT framework, this is an emergent activity by which knowledge emerges by doing the tasks involved. In ACAT, an emergent activity is divided into 3 dimensions: set design, epistemic design, and social design. Set design refers to how we arrange the physical or virtual learning environment and any artifacts, tools, and resources we introduce to support learning. All of these things physically situate learning activity. Regarding the set design, this activity will be carried out in class with the use of digital tools. Students will have a week to prepare their activity so that they can present it in class the following week. They will use Google Drive, Prezi, Mentimeter, and Celebrity. And in addition, as a necessary tool, they will need at least one smartphone or digital camera per group. Then we've got the epistemic design that involves proposing tasks that are good for students to do. First of all, each group will select a natural ecosystem or habitat, such as an ocean, river, forest, or desert. Once each group has their topic, they will start using their camera or smartphone to take some pictures of animals, plants, and natural features of the habitat or ecosystem they have chosen. Then they will upload their photos to a shared folder on a cloud-based platform like Google Drive. Students will then use Prezi to create a digital presentation of their ecosystem. The presentation should include an introduction of the ecosystem and then a description of the animals, plants, and natural features found in that ecosystem. They will use Mentimeter to create word clouds related to that animals, plants, and natural features. To do this, they will have to copy the code that appears at the top right to be able to add words to the cloud. Then they will present it to the class using a projector and a screen. And finally, they will use Celebrity to create an online game so that other classmates can answer questions related to their presentation. And finally, we've got social design, that is how we propose how people work together. For example, if we want our students to work alone or to form teams. In this case, the class has 24 students and they will be grouped in groups of 4, so there will be 6 groups in total. Before carrying out the activity, I have read the decree of 17th of November, which establishes the organization and curriculum of primary education in the autonomous community of the region of Murcia, since I have to take it into account when teaching and evaluating my students. What ethical problems could you find doing this activity? The ethical problems that could be found while doing this activity are bullying and the difficulty of taking pictures. Bullying can be an ethical problem found when doing group activities and must be solved immediately. If this occurs, the child who is misbehaving must be made aware that he must respect their peers and work as a team in order to achieve their goals. As the students have to take pictures of the different ecosystems, teachers can also organize field trips to natural parks or other relevant places to provide students with a hands-on experience and deepen their understanding of the natural world. What ethical problems would have the 3 tools I have included in this assignment? The ethical problems that these 3 tools could involve are that maybe there are some parents that are not in favor of their children using online tools such as Mentimeter, as it cannot fully guarantee that the privacy rights of the participants will be respected and the personal data of the participants will be protected. Therefore, the teacher will take charge in case of any inconvenience. Likewise, the teacher will never make students use an online tool knowing that it is dangerous or without first trying it. Moreover, by using Celebrity, you can cause students to create a competitive environment, to the point of some students may end up fighting each other. One way to solve this problem could be to make the whole class work as a team, so that either everyone wins or everyone loses. The added value of using digital tools in this activity is being able to access to a large amount of information and data about nature quickly and efficiently. By gaining more information, students can better understand ecosystem and natural phenomena. Regarding the smartphone and digital camera, students can obtain instant images of animals, plants, and natural features, so that they can better study these ecosystems from class or from home. In general terms, it is about forgetting the traditional way of learning and making learning an innovative and funny activity for children thanks to the use of ICTs. By using this type of digital platforms, students acquire greater knowledge about technology and thus be able to apply the skills obtained in the future. The evaluation of this task will be done by the rubric that I have created, in which I have included the three goals: quality and relevance of the photos taken by the group, creativity and effectiveness of the presentation design, and uses different digital learning programs as a learning support. How this activity is improving the students' PLE building. First of all, let's clear up the concept of PLE. PLE is the combination of tools, sources of information, connections, and activities each person uses regularly to learn. It is not only about the tools, but how I use them and how frequently I use them so as to learn. The PLE has three main components: access and decode, recreating, and discussing. The objective of a teacher regarding the PLE is to incorporate their classes in the student's PLE. In this case, this activity improves the student's PLE, since, for example, regarding recreating and discussing, Google Drive helps reflect about the information and knowledge which they decoded before. For instance, by getting used to work with Celebrity, they understand the concept of test with multiple choice, which is pretty useful for their future studies, as well as learning to make presentations with Prezi. These are the 5 elements I have used this course that I consider are going to be essential for me henceforth: Google Docs, Canva, DALL-E, Google Sites, and Prezi. I obviously use all of them at university and at home. Many times I have tried to work with these elements on the bus, but I found it very uncomfortable, so that's why I only use them in those 2 places. I usually work with these tools through the laptop, but sometimes I use the tablet for Google Docs, DALL-E, and Google Sites. Google Docs and Google Sites are for recreating and discussing, because I use them most of the time for working in group. And for example, in the case of DALL-E, it helped me to access and decode. So these are the elements that I have discovered this year that I will continue to use in my day-to-day, because they are very useful for my university tasks and for my future. Regarding the teaching competence for a digital world, the 3 elements that I consider more relevant are: expert in digital education content, which is about knowing which tools you have to use and how you have to use them, always according to the student's needs. It is really important to have many digital tools and know how to apply and combine ICTs with specific pedagogical techniques. Something we have studied related with this area and is pretty useful is TPAC, since teachers need to acquire the pedagogical and technological skills so that learning happens. Another important element is expert in enhanced organizational or personal learning context, which is the ability to learn, understand, and use. Something that we also have studied in this course is personal learning environment, PLE. The PLE of a teacher is very important and useful for this element, since they make changes and organize their own PLE thanks to ICT, because they allow to access and decode, recreate and discuss information. And the other important element is expert in using technology to expand his or her relationships with the student's family and environment. The teacher has a role close to the students as a social being, and he is in charge of helping them coordinate the effort, determine their environment, family, friends, school and neighborhood to improve their condition. In this whole course, we have done tasks related to ethics and its tools. In this way, thanks to this type of tasks, I have learned very useful things that will help students know aspects that can later be useful for their environment. What is the mark I earned? In my opinion, I believe I deserve a 9 since I have worked very hard to achieve my goal at the end of the course, which is to acquire new knowledge and skills through continuous work, taking advantage of all the means and tools necessary to develop them. In many occasions, it has been quite difficult for me to work on a team because it has been difficult to reach an agreement to carry out all the tasks that we have been doing every week. However, I have been able to organize myself the best possible way and help my colleagues for everything they need. The most important role I have performed in this course is the analyst role, because thanks to it I have been able to develop my capacity for self-criticism, recognize my own strengths and weaknesses, and obtain a greater awareness of achievements and mistakes. And last but not least, I believe that the most challenging role I have performed during this course is the star role, since you are the person in your group in charge of presenting to the rest of your class the work you have done during that week. In my case, playing the role of a star has caused me stress because I'm a person who gets nervous and is embarrassed of speaking English in front of many people. So, thank you very much for your attention and I hope you liked it.